I want to say top of the day to you. Top of the morning. Yeah. Hello, YouTube. What's up? It's a shorty this day. I'm out here in the yard. Heat's supposed to come up. Supposed to be a heat advisory today. Again. We're going to lay on a little DIY to you. Some information you may not be aware of. It's trending that everybody knows that most people are going to the 4 strokes. But the 2 strokes are out there, still alive and strong. And how do you put the oil, mix the oil in the gas for the 2 strokes? The 4 strokes is like your automobile, your pickup truck engine. It mixes itself. You got an oil reservoir. But on the 2 strokes, you got to put the oil in with the gasoline into the gas tank. And that's similar to, you guys and ladies know about lawnmowers that still, old lawnmowers use 2-stroke, or chainsaws, things like that. Especially chainsaws, you got to mix the oil with the gas. So here's a little quick tidbit on how to mix it. Get you, first of all, find out the ratio you need for your oil gas mixture, okay? And then get you a bottle that gives you the information, like 100 to 1, 50 to 1, 40 to 1, 24 to 1. And then this bottle also measures ounces if you need to put it in that way, so many ounces to a gallon of gas. And I'm not being paid by Seachoice, but it's a good product, measuring bottle. And you see on there it says oil to gas measuring device for 2-stroke engines, directions for use. So you find your engine on here. It says oil gas mixture ratios. So you got weed eaters, chainsaws, outboards, blowers. It says most weed eaters, blowers, chainsaws see below 24 to 1 ratio, and then it goes on down. But what I found was interesting, it says for new engines recommend 100 to 1 oil. Well, my engine is definitely not new. So they still got up on the bottle Evinrude, Johnson, Mercury, and Chrysler. Now the only company that's still in business making engines under their name is Mercury. Chrysler sold out to Mercury. Evinrude sold out to Mercury. And Johnson just went out. But if you know who they sold out to at the end of their company, they made some good motors. Put in the comments below if you know that. I appreciate it. So it even tells you a Chrysler product prior to 1965. Man, you're going back, ain't you? And Mercury prior to 1966. Well, my motor is not nowhere that old. So I know what my ratio should be. It should be 50 to 1. So this bottle, like I said, I'm not getting paid or anything to promote the Seachoice. They make a lot of marine products. But I found this one to be very helpful for me. So on the back, what I'm going to do, what I've been doing, is when I put gas in the boat, I figure out how many gallons I'm going to afford to put in the boat. And my boat holds 82 gallons of gas if it was empty. I don't let it get down like that. Because right there in Littleton, North Carolina, Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, the gas is $4.30 for marine gas, a gallon. It was up to $4.69 and it came down to $4.99, which I round off to $4.20, right? So put in the comments too, your part of the country, what marine gas is. That's gas with no ethanol in it. No ethanol, if I'm pronouncing it right. Put in the comments, I appreciate it. Them do a comparison. So you got up to 39.9 liters, and you got 10.5, 10.5 gallons of gas. So I use gallons. So if I'm going to put in 10 gallons, I got to put it up to that mark, the oil, and mix it in with the gas. Put it in the tank, and then put 10 gallons of gas in there. Very easy, right? So another example, if I do 5 gallons of gas, I put in the oil mark up to that line that says 5, and I'm good to go. All right. And experienced boat mechanic, marine mechanic, told me that if I have an older motor, like 20 years old or something like that, to go ahead and put a little extra, maybe a half a quart or a quart more ratio of oil to your gas to give it the pistons a little bit more lubrication. She's gonna smoke more, but he said it'll help in the long run. So I don't know for sure, but if you know that for a fact, hit me up. But so far I just been putting in the regular 50.1 oil to gas ratio, and I'm having no problems with it. You know she's gonna smoke, but that's the way it goes, right? If you see it smoking, you know that it's doing its job the way it was designed. Because let me tell you this before I go. I had a friend on the boat, and he looked in the back down. He said, "Man, your motor's smoking." He was his first time on my boat, right? And you know I had a 2-stroke at the time, and he was like, "Man, your motor's smoking, man. Oh my God, we out here in the middle of the lake, and your engine's smoking, man, and we gonna make it back." He was all excited. Then I found out, even though he had his life preserver on, he couldn't swim. So he was getting all excited. Well, if you out on somebody's boat and it's a 2-stroke and it's smoking, don't panic. That's the way they were designed to do so. They be choking. A lot of people say they be choking. All right. 2-strokes is powerful. They run good. You maintain them. Down in Florida on the ramp show, boat shows, you see most people got 2-strokes. Guess they don't want to go in and pay that high price for an outboard motor, brand new 4-stroke. Plus the 4-strokes are heavier if you got an older boat. Your older boat is really not designed to put a high-powered 2-stroke on it. Seriously. The transom ain't designed for that, to take all that extra weight. It'll take some extra weight, but there's a limit on what it's supposed to take. The manufacturer of the boat, on mine, has got it marked, the amount of weight don't exceed on the transom as far as the engine go. So if you got an older boat and you plan on putting a newer motor on it, 4-stroke, before you get crazy with it, I got to have the most powerful one I can afford. Check it out with a replica boat dealer and make sure you don't mess it up. Sink your boat with about $30,000 engine on the back. All right, peace. Have fun.